And what I did was, because these are just PVC pipes and I had them stuck in the dirt, but they weren't really staying. And I know it's gonna be really hard to show you all. And I don't feel like taking this off. But if you look right down in there, each end of the PVC pipe is connected to this tray with some zip ties. So I took my drill and I drilled 2 holes and I put the zip tie in. And I didn't put it all the way tight because I can remove these and put them back in. And this way they won't pop out. So they're much sturdier than they were before. And then I also went ahead and used the same tool because I had a big skew or skein or whatever it's called of tool, and I put it all the way across my my tower, which has strawberries in it as well. I want to put some other stuff in there, but since I don't have anything in there now, I'm just using it to protect my strawberries because I have one producing plant right now. Y'all look, this is one of my Luffa plants and it has tendrils. Yay! My other Luffa plants don't have tendrils. So I think I made another revolutionary discovery. My throat is really dry right now. These 3 Luffa plants, I put them all in at the same time. I started the seeds at the same time and I planted them at the same time as well. However, y'all know like the 2 like baby leaves that come on when you start your seedlings? I call them like seedling baby boots. I took the boots off of one of the Luffa plants, and that Luffa plant is the one that has the tendrils already. And the other 2 I left on. And the only reason why I took them off is because leaf miners had hit them. I think when I took those boots off, that it allowed the plant to focus on the other leaves and it started growing faster than the other ones. Not super fast, but faster. And then I just took the boots off of the other ones probably like 2 days ago. So I should see those going. So what I'm thinking is, again, the plant is focusing on those boots instead of focusing on the true leaves. I don't have no proof about that. I haven't seen any videos about it. Haven't seen anybody talk about it, but what do y'all think about that? Y'all think my theory is right? Take the boots off as soon as you can, just like if it was a little kid. Y'all remember them old hard boots? I don't even think they sell them things anymore. Them boots that they used to put on kids that make your feet all messed up. That's why us older people got them raggedy looking toes. Because we had them baby boots on that was so hard. I don't know what people were thinking back then. Another thing that I worked on is that which should not be mentioned. But I always mention it anyway, and that is the irrigation system. So that's what I spent most of my time out here this morning. I put the trash bags on my carrots, which still needs some work on that idea. I put the irrigation system. Basically, I got all my feeder lines in, almost all of them, because I ran out of parts again. And I don't have a car. My brother has my car. I don't have a car to go run to the store, thank goodness, because I would. And I also worked on the strawberry patch as well, because that took me like a half an hour to do, to get the strawberry patch all together. But y'all, it was busted. It was busted up, and I just been ignoring it. It was one of them things where you look in the corner and you like, nah. So I finally worked on that. And then that's about it. And I gave a few things some water because y'all know I've been testing the irrigation system. So there's some things that just is probably overwatered at this point, but they'll be okay. I think that's all I'm going to do for today. I had intended to prepare some more dirt and plant some more things today, but that's not going to happen. I will see you all on the next clip. Today is actually Monday, and over the weekend, I was just kind of chilling, and I needed me some chips, because I don't know about y'all, but I'm kind of a chipaholic, and I was like, I need some chips, so I was like, gotta get me some chips. So I always get them like a Dollar General, which is not a true dollar store, it's a discount store, but that's okay too. So I went there, and while I was there, I was like, let me see if they have any canning jars. I know I've purchased like 1,000,000 canning lids from them before, which I haven't used yet, by the way. But I was like, let me see if they have some jars. So they didn't have any in the normal spot where they usually would be. But then I did find them. So I went to the dollar store to get some chips, and this is what I came out with. I came out with some jars. Now, I needed some quart-sized jars because I've been finding the pint-sized jars. I haven't even been finding like the little jelly jars, but which is something I've been looking for, like the really small, I guess they're half pints. I did not buy all that they had, but I did buy all of the quart size that they had. And while I was in there, I tried to find out if there was a bad review on the jars, and I couldn't find any. I also purchased some, believe these are, I feel like these are half pint jars. These are probably half pint jars. Those really small ones are probably like a quarter of a pint. I don't know. In any case, they still had a few of these, but I really needed the quart size jars because I don't have that many of those. My jar game is my stash is getting a lot larger. Now, I've said it before, I've been building things up in baby steps. Baby steps should be my middle name. And because that works, because sometimes you don't have the money to get everything. But the quarts were like a really good price. And you know, the best time to try them out is now to test and make sure that they work. They'll work okay for me. They were $10 a piece for a case, and that's the lowest amount of money that I've seen. I've seen the quart size ball jars at other places, they're near $20, so this is like half the price. So I was like, I'm gonna take a chance. I bought 4 cases, and then the small cases were like $5 and $9. If you're gonna be doing canning and preserving your food, then you wanna start just picking things up as you see them. And I know the jars are a hot commodity right now, and the lids as well. So you'll wanna try to get the lids also. So I think I got a good deal. What do you all think? Just got done raining out here, and I was gonna come back out and work on that which should not be mentioned, but it started pouring down out here, which is just fine. It's great for the plants. However, it was holding me up. So this morning I did some work on that which should not be mentioned, and just a smidge this evening. So I got my Luffa plants in. I still need to stake down the pieces of irrigation pipe. I did some digging in the ground, and I'll show you. It only rained for probably about a half an hour to 45 minutes. Y'all look at this. This is how much it rained. This 5-gallon bucket is full. And I just put this here this morning. Even though it wasn't supposed to rain, I was thinking, where am I gonna put my buckets at where I can water, you know, collect some water at? So I just stuck them throughout, and this one's full. And this one's not full because I didn't have it in the right spot. But my moringa plant probably got plenty of water. It is now the end of the day. I don't feel like I did a lot out here today, but I spent a few hours because it took me a minute to dig that trench. I was like, is this what the construction workers feel like? Because I had to dig that little trench. Y'all, I didn't just stick the pipe up under there. I actually used a pool noodle. Because I figure the pool noodle will help to keep it from not getting crushed if somebody heavy stands on it, like myself. And it worked perfectly, y'all. I'm in love with pool noodles. Y'all gotta get y'all some, okay? Little cucumber in there. I hope it got pollinated. Now, I was gonna take these tomatoes off of here because they're blushing. I really wanted them to stay on longer, so I hope they didn't get ruined by the rain. You know, sometimes your tomatoes can split if they get too much rain. So I don't think that was too much rain. I mean, it was only like 45 minutes. I hope not. And then my other raggedy tomato needs to come off too. And then I can put a viable plant there. Now look at my poor little morning glory. It's hiding. It hid from the rain. So I'm sure we're gonna see that tomorrow. And There's another one. Okay, that's all you all are gonna get from Liz's food adventures for this evening. I'll see you on the next clip. Note to self: don't record videos when you first wake up in the morning. So I recorded the tour, the garden tour, when I got up this morning. I was still in my nightgown, and I was out here doing the garden tour, but I'm editing it right now, and it is like so low energy. I'm like, it's putting me to sleep. But I still wanted to make sure I documented the garden on a weekly basis, and I haven't got to do that yet for this week, so you get what you get. I know how much y'all like seeing the raptors, so here you go. These cosmos are amazing. They were only putting out like one bloom at a time, and now they've gone crazy. If I had a whole patch of these, that would be all that I need. Now, I was looking at my okra compared to some of the other okra I put in, and I feel like these are really growing fantastically. So when I see stuff like that, I gotta try to figure out what I did. Which I don't know what I did. I think maybe I used inoculant in these as well, but I'm not sure. Maybe I need to do better documentation on when I inoculate things. Now look at my pea plant. It has a blossom. You might actually get a pea off of this. I would just be ecstatic. After saying this didn't produce, there's a pea. Yay! I'm gonna save that pea. I'm gonna leave it on there until it gets a little bit juicier, and then I'm gonna chow down on it. It's not gonna make it in the house. None of my peas have made it into the house. You know what I'm saying? My cucumber plants are looking really nice. That's my cucumber plant, and it's going all over the place, which makes me very happy, and it's not looking too shabby. There's a little bit of burnt edges there, but overall the plant is looking fantastic, because last year my cucumber plants looked terrible and they didn't produce any cucumbers. Can you say color me blue? Almost ready. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake your tomatoes. Shake your tomatoes. Ow. I wanted this vining mandevilla to vine all the way up to the top of the solar panel, but now I have a dilemma. Now look where it's at. This is where it is right here, and there's the solar panel. What am I gonna do when it reaches up there? Am I gonna have to find another way to trellis it? I don't know how high it's gonna get, so we shall see. Also, I have to say, I haven't done a lick of gardening today because I was busy. I had to go out with my mom, and I did like a tremendous amount of video editing. So if y'all not already subscribed, you need to subscribe, because there's a lot more videos in the teal to come out. I've been working that editing button for y'all, okay? All right, so I am going to head on in and finish what I was doing, and I'll see you all on the next clip. Now, as usual, one more thing. I was saying on my garden tour, which you will have seen by the time you see this, that this particular hydrangea, because you know we got 3 here, that this one didn't have any budding heads, but y'all look, if you can get past the spider webs. There's one right there. There's one right there. Yeah, there's a bunch in here. I should have just looked, and I would have seen it. I think there might be some in these little buds there, so I'm excited about that. Good morning. Good morning. Y'all can see the sun is coming in, and it is early. Y'all see him in there? What is he? Oh no, y'all can't see him now. He's hiding. Look at that raptor. I know y'all probably tired of hearing about the raptors. I'm telling you, I can't help but see them when I come out here. They distract me while my beans are going. I just came out. I haven't looked at the garden yet, even though I was up pretty early this morning. Y'all gonna check the garden out with me. Y'all, I saw a pea on here right there. I'm gonna get that guy off today and eat him. I don't see any more peas. See, look, I'm telling you, they're everywhere. They distract me. Now, I always check out the tomato plants to make sure they're not succumbing to any diseases, so I can take care of them really quickly. And these are some new tomato plants. And it rained a bit day before yesterday, so I just want to make sure the leaves are okay. And of course, I just like looking at these. And I'm always in search of peppers, and it looks like this plant is getting ready to get jiggy with it, y'all. I need my stick. Need my spider stick. Now look at that, the ants are at it. I've been looking for aphids. I just kind of knocked the ants off that I can see. Then we have some strays. Y'all just take my stick. In some cases, it might not work this time. I just take my stick and try to get them back up on the trellis. Let's do that. Now, I feel like the asparagus bean leaves are a little delicate, so I have to be careful. Now, look at this stevia plant. I showed y'all a harvest video of this, and the leaves are growing back already. I know this plant's gonna be covered in aphids because the ants are going crazy. Gotta stop and smell the flowers. Now, this tomato plant is going crazy, and also this basil plant is going crazy. Look how tall this is. Amazing. I can't believe how thick the stem is on this one. Another one that's going bonkers. Y'all, I think we have some cucumbers that have been pollinated. I am so excited for the Armenians. I also think I can harvest some of these New Zealand spinach. They say the more you pick, the more you get, so that's coming. Now, this is the lazy man's way of checking under these bean plants. I see some beans that need to get harvested. So, ooh, some big ones back there. So I'm gonna have to get those. Y'all been checking on my melon plants too, and the plants are growing. They're doing very well. I also put some asparagus beans in these too because I had these left over, and so they should be going up the trellis as well. Yo, once again, I don't know what I did, but these okras in particular are growing really fast. Y'all, this is a sad marigold plant. I need to get in here and just take all of these beautiful seeds off. That there is a moth. Why is he inside of my mustard green patch? I don't see nothing red in there. No strawberries, but the strawberry plants are going crazy. I feel like this is not catnip like I thought, but I feel like this is. But this, I think, is just a tree. And I probably just need to get that out because it doesn't look like catnip. I know he got some roots. And I probably should cut him out, but I'm just gonna pull him out. You're a goner. Yeah, I still have carrots sprouting in these beds, which is fantastic. They also have some weeds with some deep roots that need to go. Every day, I look for new sprouts in the ginger patch, but I haven't seen any lately. We might get another pea on this pea plant. Or should I say a pea, because I haven't gotten any off this plant. I can't wait to plant my celery seeds. So it's not a lot going on this morning. I'm gonna do some indoor activity. I have some more videos that I need to try to edit so I can get them off of my computer. Cause y'all, once I post the videos up on YouTube, I delete them off my computer because they take up a lot of space. Because you can always download them, and you know, if the channel disappears, it just disappears. I'm not worried about that. So I'm gonna go ahead and go in the house, and I got work to do too. Almost forgot that piece. All right, I'll see you all on the next clip. Good morning, you all. Y'all, I'm trying to stay in the shade because it's like 10:30 in the morning. Sun is out and I just got done working in the garden for a few hours. I try to time, I've said this before, I try to just stay out for a few hours. So if I come out, my time limit is 2 hours. 1 hour is prep, doing garden prep like sifting dirt. And then the next half an hour is for planting. So I'll plant some of the starts or some seeds, and then that last hour is watering if I need to, all the plants. So that's what I did today, and that really works out for me. Let me show you guys something while I was out and about in my garden. Y'all, this is the first thing I saw. One of the blossoms dropped off, which is fine because y'all know I'm gonna eat him. And this plant is full of bell peppers. Good morning, lily pad. And hey, beautiful. All right, you all, this is my Homer blueberry bush. And when I got it, it had like a stick with no leaves. Now the leaves are growing, and I discovered another shoot here. And y'all look, can y'all see that? I think that's part of the blueberry bush is growing from underneath. So I have to watch what I pick out of here. So that is quite interesting. I'm excited about that. And this is a note to self. We have some rust that is going up my asparagus beans, so I need to spray this. And I actually can do this during the day because there's no blossoms on this side. So I may come out a little bit later and spray. Well, actually, no, I won't because it has oil in it. I have to wait until this evening, but definitely today I need to do that. We got some dead leafage on the comfrey plant. That's gonna be a fantastic food, so I'll be picking that off today and putting it in some water. Wow, this tomato plant is almost as tall as me. The good thing about having the tomato cages connected to the trellis is that I can just shake the trellis and it shakes all the tomato plants. Growing, growing, growing. This is the asparagus beans from under the trellis. I did pick some beans from the Jack and the Beanstalk patch. My melon plants are looking really good. I'm happy about that. And I also planted some more greens. And down here at the end is a ground cherry that I rescued from where they were planted last year. It had like 1 gazillion ground cherry plants. So I rescued like 3 of them. So that's one of the plants. And it is a grown. Now look at these greens. I'm going to take the big leaves off probably tomorrow. Hopefully they'll last that long. Y'all look at my onions. These are my bunching onions. Nice. I consolidated my plant babies because I had been planting some of these. So this is kind of what I'm down to. I have a few more plants that could probably benefit from being planted in their spot. But one good thing about this is I'm glad I put them on this side of the garden because this is where the morning sun comes. And the evening sun or afternoon sun is very intense. So this side gets the most intense sun. I don't know if that's good or if that's bad, but we're gonna find out during the heat of the summer. This be my big harvest for today. Came from outside, I took a shower, got the interlopers off, and now I'm gonna eat my 1 pea pod. Look at that pea. Can y'all see that? This one was real fat because I kept missing it. It's super sweet. Now, Miss Linda says cooked peas and raw peas are the same, but they are not. Cooked peas are mushy and gross. The peas that come off the plant and you just eat them in the garden as a garden snack, those are beautiful. So I tend to disagree with you, Miss Linda. On the Liz Ranch. Well, let me show you what I first saw when I came out. I saw this. And to the untrained eye, it just looks like a pot, but I didn't put this here. One of my neighbors did. There's 2 pots in there and a spider web, but that's all right. And it's a very large pot too. I have a few neighbors that know that I will accept garden gifts like that. So what they do, they don't even knock on my door or anything. They just leave it in front of my house or in front of the garden. So when I came out, that's what I found. So that was pretty nice. So I haven't been through the garden just yet, so we're gonna go together and take a peek at everything this morning. And I already see something. Look at that beauty. We got a morning glory. Just one. They're popping out one at a time now, which is pretty cool. And they are really going up, just as I had planned. Now, I put this netting on this ladder mesh so it will have something to hold on to, and that was a fantastic idea. Also, my vine mandevilla is starting to bloom up the pole as well. This is going to be so cool when it gets to the top. Well, it's almost to the top. Look, can't y'all see that? Look how close it is to the top. I don't know what's going to happen when it gets there. Looks like this plant is in pea production all of a sudden. Yay! Now, I put this in here, and I'm not sure if it's a leek or if it's an onion. I think it's a leek. It's growing kind of weird. Maybe I can cut that one open so it can release the rest of these. Hey, lily pad crew. You can barely see a bud over here. He's hiding behind all this foliage. Yo, this banana pepper plant kind of shot up. This one's kind of a little bit stunty, but I kind of know why. I'll talk about that on another video. Y'all, look at my comfrey plant. It's going bananas. Y'all, I don't know when to take these off. They're so skinny. Are asparagus beans supposed to be like that? I'm gonna have to look that up. Got beans coming all over the place now. Yay! Y'all, my roses are kind of dull. I'm gonna have to look that up. It must be something that it needs. I know some of these are about to die off, but they do look kind of very pale. And the red ones are the same way. They're not like bright when they first come out, but that might be just a life cycle thing. Let's give these guys a shake, y'all. This thing is, I'm almost looking eye to eye with this tomato. I swear it grows a couple of inches every night. Look at this pea plant. I think it's getting ready to put some peas on as well. Oh, look at this. That's my Luffa. I don't know how I found that trellis, but it did. That is so awesome. Babies I put in yesterday. I know they're gonna be very happy in their pots. For these mustard greens, it seems like as soon as I put them in, they just go pow. I want to cover these today, and I just wanted to give you kind of a close-up of how I did these. So these are the ones that I already have covered, and I used some ladder mesh. This is what the ladder mesh looks like, and it's about 10 feet long, so I hope you can see that. And the only thing I'm going to do is kind of cut this down to size and then just stick it in the pots, and then all I have to do is put the tool over the top. So I'm gonna get that done today also. I'm about to close out the garden diaries for today, or for this week, and it's been a pretty good week. I feel like it was really a baby steps week. I did everything in baby steps, but before I close it out, let me show you what I did today. Okay, I installed a cover over these 4 pots, which has some greens in it, to try to keep the leaf miners off at least. That's what we're going for. And over here on this side, I harvested some mustard greens, just a few, but I just didn't want them to go bad, and they were really big. I finally got this bed all together. It's ready to receive its beans, but I'm gonna soak some beans first and some inoculant, and then I'm gonna put those in. So this has been empty for a little bit because I used the dirt for some other stuff. And I went through the whole garden and I fed everything 511 and also some plant food. So hopefully they'll be okay with having all that at the same time because they needed it. I even gave the plant babies some juice as well. I released these stems because they were stuck inside of another stem, and I think it's gonna be okay. I still don't know. Oops, sorry y'all. I still don't know if this is an onion or not. I have noticed that this particular plant has started dropping blossoms, and that could be because of the heat. But there's already a bunch of peppers on here anyway, so I'm okay with that. There's actually 2 plants in here, and it's probably about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 really big green peppers at this time, and this is the red bell pepper plant. I just planted this tomato plant and it's got a blossom already. Yay! This is the sunset determinate tomato. And really that's all that I did for today. I was still out here for about 2 hours, but now have like a whole lot of work to do. So I definitely couldn't stay out today, but maybe I'll be able to come back out a little bit later because I want to do a little bit more work on that, which should not be mentioned. And y'all should know what that is by now. So I'm gonna go ahead and close out the diaries. Thank you everybody for coming on and watching the channel and commenting, because I love comments as well. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. I don't know why you haven't subscribed already unless this is your first video. All right, you all. See you later, my fellow garden tools. Bye.